Alright guys, we are just heading up towards Barneville, Wisconsin today. Got a bigger job up here we gotta go do. Me, Derek, and Kyle are all going to meet Hunter and Preston up there and make sure these guys know exactly what's going on and kind of show you guys the project. As you guys know, we live in a very small rural area. Large jobs for us are not very common. Luckily, we got one 50 minutes away from Fenimore. Derek and I are headed up there. Kyle left. He was about 10 minutes ahead of us this morning. I made him drive separate because he's sick. He was coughing and hacking like a 12-year-old girl in school, sick, so I don't want nothing to do with that. Kyle does drive like Derek, so I'm betting we can catch him, so we'll have to see. We're just going through Cobb now, so Dodgeville's next, so I'm betting we can catch Kyle by Dodgeville. All right, we're just about to Dodgeville, and look who we caught up to here, little white Malibu. Kyle drives like Derek, pokey signals out of the parking lot at the office. So we're probably going to pass him because Caleb's not much for going a few under the speed limit. We like to go a few over the speed limit, you know. Get shit done. We're going to give Kyle a call and tell him he can keep up with us once I pass. You know, because if I pass Derek wouldn't keep up with me. He would just fall back. All right, we're just about there. We'll show you guys when we get there. Big project, big job, huge job. Be there shortly. Doesn't want to roll down the window. Yeah, from here to that set of railroad tracks is a quarter mile. God, we're getting old. Practically listening to oldies in here, and we're referencing a movie that's 20 years old. Alright, well, we're just getting here. So Kyle's actually the only one that's been here. So Kyle's gonna take me, Hunter, and Preston up and take a look. Obviously there's already rocks here, so actually this job was started by another contractor and came to a screeching halt, and now we're here. We'll talk more about that later in the video. Alright, well, let's go up there and grab a spray can and
yeah, I gotta clean my hands.
maybe two.
Clean my hands. So you want to hold this for me?
Some grip clean or what?
Yeah. I hate grease.
Are these different kinds of rock here? But
There's blue rag.
go through it and organize it.
I know this is definitely stuff that got tore out and broken apart.
That makes sense. What happened to any of them?
Well, it had like a little indent or whatever. He said he'd almost prefer it just to be a straight around the bottom. This is all new rock that can be used.
Yeah.
Cut this middle tier to be kind of double stacked. He did tell me that when the other contractor started installing this, they didn't flare it out quite as wide as it was originally, and he would almost prefer it to come out a little farther.
Yeah.
It's supposed to end, I believe, somewhere right in here, and then the top section stays a little bit more narrow and then wraps around the front.
Yeah.
Towards the garage.
Okay.
Yeah, this is where it indented. We'd almost prefer to keep it a nice straight edge.
Okay.
But it goes all the way from back there and this all the way across.
Yeah.
Wherever it ends now
Okay.
would be where it ends. Probably have the first couple of blocks in the right spot, but they made it almost a little too narrow. Like to bring it out a little farther and then wrap it around.
Okay.
Probably 4 foot.
Okay.
And then bring it around towards the front.
Will this one wrap at all, or is it straight? Just deads?
It'll come out and then around, and I believe it, well, probably right about where the clean stone ends.
There's nothing there.
There's nothing going up there?
Yeah, there's gonna be, so this is a double section. The top section will wrap up and around and kind of follow this as the ground goes and shoot closer to the front of the house. That's why he wanted this to flare out more. That way it sits on top and then wraps around. And then this, like I said, this section will pretty much stay the same size. The only thing is just to keep it
Straight.
Yep. We do have a picture in Jobber of how this wall sat originally.
Okay.
You guys should probably be able to see that
That's
picture.
kind of what he wants to mimic.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got basically the same starting point. Just the bottom part comes out a little wider, and then the top part wraps around.
So it'd be good to measure off that flat face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get this point, and then make sure it's the same out there, so it's in line with the house. And really, you guys should string it off the house.
Yeah.
So it's straight, nice and straight with the house, not just throwing in eyeballs.
What about that tree stump that's over there?
Yeah, just rip them out.
That's why they jogged it in right here.
Rip them out, do it right.
It's probably in somewhere
Yeah.
right in here. Maybe a little farther out. Widen out the lawn, but pretty much follow this general contour. And then the biggest section runs right here, starts right down in there, pretty much runs the whole span all the way to the back side of the house. So he did show me there was this drainage tube, I'm assuming came from the top.
Yeah.
He said he never saw water come through it, wasn't sure if it was needed. Because I mean, the way the wall sits, it kind of runs right off.
Do you know how long these have been here?
15 to 20 years.
Okay.
I'm assuming they've been here ever since he's owned the house.
You guys are gonna have to bring a bunch of mats up and cover all this. I don't want this getting all marred up, and then we got to replace concrete.
Then the last part, back here.
Yeah. This one?
Nope.
We can do this one.
So we'll replace both of these sections, and then I included the edging here at the end of the fence.
You want it swelled out like this too, or how it's
Oh,
swelled?
yeah.
Post right here. It has to.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah, there's the post right here.
Well, I didn't know if we just make it straight.
Over at the corner of this concrete.
He probably really doesn't care.
Yeah, I mean, the concrete kind of contours, so the wall kind of follows the flow of the patty.
With these walls here, we almost want a smaller block, smaller rock. So, you know, these I really wouldn't. These would probably be the last thing you do. You know, we could either order smaller rock, or if you got a bunch of small stuff left, river rock beds. And then we're seeding this entire place too. That's not in your guys' 600 hours. That's separate. So.
And then no plants, nothing staying.
Well, I can ask him about these hostas, but
Yeah, you guys will talk to him. But I mean, I would leave this for last. Well, we're gonna want him to have these guys' numbers anyways.
Well, we won't wet it up. I don't have service, so we won't be able to call from here.
I know what I'm saying when you do.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll give us his Wi-Fi, or otherwise we'll buy something so you can have Wi-Fi out here. Because yeah, you guys are gonna need to order clean stone. Does he have somewhere to dump this kind of stuff, Kyle, or are we taking this all out, or? You get the look on Kyle's face because he has no idea.
I can ask him. He didn't. I didn't ask him that when I was here.
Typical salesman.
I know.
Bullshit.
Always leaving out the important stuff.
He made the sale. We'll get to everything else after that.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, the important stuff. Do we gotta truck it 40 miles back, or do we truck it like somewhere close?
I'm guessing he has somewhere to dump it, but I will confirm that with him. And then yeah, so he's in charge of getting all of the additional limestone and clean stone. So whenever you guys need more material,
We're not doing nothing down there?
Oh, I'm just trying to plan it in my head which walls they should do first, in what order.
Okay, so I need to get Wi-Fi from him, give him cell phone numbers for the guys.
Yeah.
Figure out if and where we can dump material on site. That is the nicer rock
Yeah.
to use. I don't know if this is old or new. I know all the broken stuff up is, obviously.
It's new, but it's, I don't know.
Not quite as square, and
It looks weird. It looks like that got delivered with the dump trucks and that came in on semi-trailers.
Okay.
Unless they got sorted.
I don't know.
As far as dumping, we're talking about just like the fill dirt or the rock too.
Fill dirt and the rock.
And
Yeah.
the rock.
Just ask him. If he doesn't, then I can figure something out. It's not that bad, but it'd obviously be easier if he's got somewhere. But I think he's kind of crammed into this hillside here.
Yeah, I mean he owns, from what I could tell when I
Just
looked
take
at
him
the
up there and
Yeah,
dump
we'll
him.
go
plat map.
uphill, Kyle. And then in a couple of years, everything will be
Yeah.
washed downhill
Mhm.
to him.
Well, I think after looking at this, I think what I would do is probably start on this right here,
Yeah.
like he was, and getting rid of any of them junk rocks. You know, organizing, getting measurements on everything.
Yeah.
Start here and then.
Yeah, cause this. Wait until this is all done, so we're not fucking.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Just kind of holding up a little bit or whatever. But
yeah,
because if it's coming out that far, I mean,
right. You gotta.
you're gonna
track.
be right here.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd like you guys to either cut them or chisel them, get them all nice and tight together.
But I
Like
was
that.
asking, like, because if you can see the cut, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
It ain't gonna matter. You know, like this
Yeah.
rock right here. Just take that saw and just snip it off, and that way they're nice and tight together.
Good job for you.
It's big enough.
I wonder what kind of saw they use.
That's what I was saying to Preston. Or what? All the way nice straight through.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'd like you guys to do that. It'll look a lot nicer.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing too is I was trying to come up with a way to measure these rocks, because I've noticed in the past when we measure them, you know, you're just getting kind of an eyeball measurement. You know, it'd be nice if I could make like some kind of jig or something, because when you're measuring them, you're just kind of eyeballing it that it's 12 inch, and then you get it up here and set it there and it's 13.
Yeah.
I mean, those do look like pretty good rocks.
Yeah, they look pretty flat.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I would start with, is seeing kind of what you have there, because obviously you're gonna want to pick out bigger ones like they got here
Yeah.
for the base. And then this clean stone's weird. It's like round. It's not,
Big.
It's not angular like ours. So yeah, that wall up there, you know, I don't think I'd fuck with that at all.
Yeah.
That one's gonna probably take.
Where did you say this wall's starting, Kyle? This other wall?
You got those pictures in Jobber?
Yeah, I mean I can pull them out of Jobber and send them. I mean we might not have them today, but
Mail them.
Yeah, send them through the mail or
send them through carrier pigeon.
that too. Well, you can kind of see where it started, Preston.
Yeah.
Yeah, off the dirt.
And then I wanted to start at that corner, not back in the corner, but covering up where the siding,
They want to start it.
where it was originally. When you look at it, you'll see.
The rock should be 6 inches. I want that rock 6 inches below the siding. Yeah. You know, you guys could come up and take these out.
Yeah.
You know, and get this site area prepped. Fill out of here and the junk rocks out of here. And
Where you want us to put them? Right now. Just
junk. The junk ones, I would just start a pile in that area. I would say game plan for today is get all these rocks measured, get this out of here, maybe get this base dug down and close, and then get your, it looks like they already got these ones set here.
yeah.
You know, maybe pick out, that might be enough,
Yeah.
you know.
Anything that's here, and then over
Yeah.
there on that side of the driveway should all be new stuff that you guys can use.
I would just make sure all the trips you're making, just try to always go in a different spot for now.
Until we
Or
get the
will there
mat
be
here.
enough mats that they could create a path down?
They could, yeah. Maybe tomorrow we bring 10 mats and you guys could have them across the driveway. The yard I don't so much care about. It's more of the driveway I don't want to be replacing.
Yeah, because we'll be seeding all of this section on this side of the driveway, up and around to the back.
Let's go down and look at those.
Sure. Mud's not clear, but sure.
Tension when we're digging out dirt. This is all, I don't know, this is all rock here, so any dirt, you know, you guys are probably going to take quite a bit of dirt out of that. Even if it's half-ass good dirt, you better like pile it here or something.
Yeah.
So I think we only figured 3 loads of screen dirt to finish this job, and I ain't even gonna cover this area. So, kind of looks like they were planning on like staging these ones next.
Yeah.
With that wall they're starting. You and Preston really should be concentrating on looking at what rocks are up here and seeing if these will work before you even bring any up. If you're trucking rock up here with a skid loader, you should be trucking rock down at the same time.
Yeah.
So that way you're making headway down and headway back. So if you're taking some of this wall apart,
yeah,
you know, or whatever this pile is of junk, you know,
That all looks like junk.
we'll have to clean all that out. But yeah, any decent dirt, I would start yourself a pile in this area-ish.
Yeah, right up there or something.
I wonder, do they have a little dump truck here or something, maybe?
I don't know.
The guys before us.
Yeah.
There's a skid loader, I know.
It just almost looks like...
They may have had a small little dump truck.
We got one of them.
Which really, I mean, clean stone, if the dump truck can, you want them right
Yeah.
there. For the first, probably 3 loads.
Yeah.
What is that? It's like a drone.
Well, I can tell you right now that there's not enough rock here to build all of that. There is quite a bit here, but we're going to need more for sure. So how many square foot of walls was it ish? It's 20, oh, that was 2,400. Yeah, the one on the back was,
12. That was about half.
yeah,
So yeah, you're right.
it's about 2,400 square feet of walls ish.
I mean, everything that is included in the price is on that
No, I'm
side
s-
of the driveway.
Yeah.
You guys are just going to have to get at it and let us know, you know, if you want 196 up here to, you know, because I'm guessing the big dump trucks probably don't want to back up that driveway. So then if we had 196 here, maybe, I don't know. Well, you guys got her. Kyle will get all that info, internet, where to dump shit. I mean, for now, I would say you could put any junk dirt pile, you could start a pile somewhere. I'm assuming this is all shit.
I'm assuming they dumped it here, sorted them, and then threw all like the little.
I don't know, these all look like they came in a flatbed though. I don't think those came in a dump truck.
Yeah, they don't look all banged up.
Looks like that's what I mean.
Yeah, them.
Or they organized them all. I guess we don't know, but when the homeowner gets here, the more information you guys can get what their process was here, so. Kyle, go sell another one just like this.
Let's go.
Alright, good luck. Don't break anything. Do you guys want a chance at winning the loudest backup beeper in Grant County, Wisconsin? Alright guys, as you know, we are giving away this brand new electric 4-seater golf cart. If you want a chance at taking home this golf cart, all you got to do is go to pegelservices.net/shop. Every dollar you spend on our website gets you entries to take this brand new machine home. Now, if you want to get 1,000 free entries, all you got to do is become a Pegel Elite member. Go to our main YouTube page, click join now, and you're going to get 1,000 free entries into every giveaway each month. It's easy as that. So get on over there, join the Pegel Elite side. You'll get access to all the blooper reels, behind the scenes footage, podcast, 1,000 free entries, and the chance of getting a free thank you gift every month. It's pretty much a no-brainer, guys. Get on over to the Pegel Elite membership. All right, so how this job came about, this customer called us, and Kyle went right up there. Actually, he called me first, and he's like, hey, there's a wall in Barneville. Do you want me to go bid it? And I said, yeah, you might as well. So he comes back, and he's like, yeah, this is a big undertaking. And for Kyle, you know, Kyle's never seen a job that big. He's only been working for me for a few months. So anyways, then Kyle tells me the rest of the story, and he says, well, a contractor is already there and has started this project. So this other contractor's already been there. They've already taken down some of the walls. They've already had a bunch of rock and materials delivered, as you guys could see. And, you know, they placed like 6 or 9 rocks so far. And the customer told us that they started that in February. Well, it's now July, and that's the progress that they've made. The other thing I found weird was there was equipment in the pictures that Kyle took. So like the guy's skid loader and some stuff, tools were still there. So I was like, what is going on? So the contractor that was hired to do this, I know of him. I don't know him personally, but he does build a lot of walls like these. So it was really confusing to me what was going on. Why is he not doing this? So I decided I was going to call the contractor and just ask him exactly what's going on. I called him up. I was nice about it. I said, hey, you know, this guy asked us about doing this wall. You know, not trying to step on your toes, not trying to be an asshole, but the guy wants it done. It's July, like the summer's gonna end real quick here. And he really didn't have any answer. He just said that he was really busy. He had some personal stuff going on, whatever. You know, I'm not gonna talk shit about him. I was just confused on why he couldn't handle this, you know, and you know, I did ask him, I said, is it like a problem with the customer? And he was like, no, the customer's fine, and you know, they pay their bills, like everything's good there. So it was just weird to me. So I know this guy has some personal stuff going on, and this is just my opinion. I honestly have no idea, but from what I understand is this guy has to be on jobs like that, whereas I don't have to. I've got guys that have built walls like these before. They know what they're doing, and I believe this other contractor on a job like this, he would have to be there. So I'm guessing he's just too busy. So whatever. So then we got this guy an estimate, and he looked it over and approved it. And we were a little bit shocked just because of the whole situation. Like, we didn't know what was going to go on. And obviously it's further away for us, but we are set up to do larger projects like this. There's just not a lot of them by us in the rural area, so it kind of sucks. But really, I think, you know, and I told Kyle this when we were there earlier, I said, you know, really, we probably should be advertising for some larger walls up here and have a crew up here towards the Madison area that can do larger projects like that. You know, we're not going to come up here and do a little 3-foot by 4-foot wall, but we can come up here and do stuff that's going to take multiple weeks. So I've spent a lot of time organizing this job along with Kyle. We've got a total of 600 budgeted man hours. Now that includes their drive time. It includes every second that they're working on this job. And that's just for constructing the walls. And then we broke down each wall for them so they know how many hours each wall should take. I gave them a calendar. I want them to keep track of this. And these guys are able to get a bonus if they can beat their budgeted hours while still giving this guy a beautiful product, a very nice wall. So they're going to take their time. They're going to make sure everything's done right. And I bought them, you know, that grapple. You know, that grapple was $20,000. Without that, it would probably take twice as long. So it's just something that I've always wanted to buy, and this project is big enough that it makes sense to, because it's going to save me that much time. So the other thing too is I think these guys are going to get a motel up here for a few weeks, which may sound crazy, but it's basically an hour back to the shop. So if you figure that, that's 2 man hours back, 2 man hours up. Plus, if they got to drive home, it's another 20 minutes for them both to drive home from the shop. So if you figure all that in, so I think it's a good idea. You know, neither of them have kids. They obviously both have girlfriends or whatever, but I think they're young enough, and I think it would probably work out pretty good. And I priced out, you know, a weekly rate on a motel, and at the end of the day, it's gonna save me money. It'll be cheaper for me to pay for a motel rather than have 2 man hours back, 2 man hours up, plus the wear and tear on the vehicle, plus the fuel. So obviously they're going to have to come back sometimes and get different things that they might need, or tools, or more fuel, or whatever. But for the most of the time, I think staying up there is going to save us time and money. And another way to look at it too is those guys should be able to get more done in a day and be a little more clear-headed. From the motel, they'll have to drive 10 minutes to the job rather than waking up at 4, driving to work and then leaving the shop and then driving an hour up here. You know, there's just a lot of variables that go into this, and I've spent a lot of time working on it and thinking about it, and I want it to go good for these guys. They should be set. They got nice equipment. They got that grapple. All the rock's there. The customer's going to get more rock as we need it, and the customer's going to order the clean stone, which is cool for us, so I don't even have to send a dump truck up there. You know, so really it's just labor, fuel, and as long as those guys can work smart and work together as a team, this project should go great. So another thing to think about too is this project is, you know, an hour away. So for us to get a bunch of filming content on it is going to be a little harder. We're still going to send Emily up probably twice a week, and we did leave a time lapse with them guys. That's going to be kind of tricky trying to get footage of that. Obviously every day it ain't going to happen. So, but we do still have Holly and Jarrett. They are working in Fenimore right now on a landscaping job. You know, and that's kind of the way that I like things. I like one big project going on, and then I like a team of guys working on smaller little landscape projects. It works out really well. So, but yeah, we're gonna head back to the office. Hopefully Kyle can go sell another one of those big jobs and keep the business chugging forward here. All right, guys, want to show you Eric's truck right here. It's a big old Dodge Cummins dually. We gave him a camera this weekend, and he took her to the truck pull, and hooked her to the sled. So now if you guys want to see some horsepower and Eric having fun on the weekends, you're going to get that footage right now.
How many of you folks say Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday complained about all the smoky air? Now you come to a truck pull.
Let's go.
Bloomington's probably going to get terrorist raids out now for all that smoky air.
Think she's gonna stay together?
She'll stay together. Tail pull 280?
Something like that.
Yeah, 281.
I hope this stays together. How was the track?
It gives pretty easily. It takes power, but it spins out though.
Okay. Well, guys, I hope I have this on record, and I hope you guys like it. Ought to be a fun time. It's a beautiful night for truck pulling.
Oh my God, you might beat me. Every time someone pulls, they go further than I did.
I doubt it.
You might.
How far did Maggie go?
161.
Pretty damn good for her first time.
Yeah. Where we're going, it is rough. It does bounce. Don't be afraid. It ain't. It's
So just stay in it. Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid of it.
Okay.
Because I was about to be afraid, but I just left it in her.
Just let her eat.
Just let her go. Don't be afraid of it if you start like bouncing, let out.
Then let out.
But then like down the track, it's just rough like what you're driving on right now. So it is rough. It's not smooth.
Is it taking a lot of power out of the hole?
Not really out of the hole, no. I mean, it's heavy. Just rev her up to 3, or yeah. I would anyway.
Let her go as high as it'll go.
And then,
299.
oh my God, you might beat me.
99.
I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm afraid this ain't gonna stay together.
If my turn did in 4 high second, this should. In 4 low second.
I hope.
LLC. Eric Jared Lancaster with a 1996 John. Capman Farms, his sponsor. Yeah, speed limit.
This way a little bit. Oh, straight.
No speed limit in this, folks. No
Keep
speed
coming.
limit. Eric Jared,
Oh.
1996 Dodge Capman Farms. Eric Jared.
Give it to her.
brake or anything, did I, Jeff? I don't have anything hanging, do I?
It seemed like I looked for it.
Okay, thank you.
52,
Do I just go out the road and come around? Alright, thank you. Thank the Lord, guys, this thing is in one piece. Oh boy, was that fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks for the ride along with me. Maybe the boss man will let me do this more.
I just don't understand these kids. They all want to take their trucks over and pull them at the truck pull and be cool. You know, get them all cleaned up and go on over there and pull. And I just don't understand why kids would do that. This old truck, old Dodge Dually, why the hell would you pull an old white Dodge Dually? What kind of kids would do that, guys? I don't know. That's right, I used to be a dumbass kid too. So that was a 96 Dodge 12 valve, pretty much a gutless turd, but smoked a lot. And that night pulling it actually busted the tail shaft on the transfer case, if I remember right. That was a long time ago, but you know, I was young and dumb at some point too, guys. So hope you enjoyed that.